Hello, everyone. Happy Talk It Up Tuesday. This is Michael Damond here from We Merge Media with.
What's up, y'all? Imani back again with some energy this time with naturally.
Hello, and welcome to Talk It Up Tuesday. Today's show, we're going to be talking about courses, talking about the growth in the industry of courses, and if you should be considering creating a course for 2023. We want to go ahead and just do a real quick test to make sure everything is working. So if you can hear us and you can see us, go ahead and press that like button and that share button. Spread the word because there's other people who may be connected to you who might be thinking about starting a course and might need a little bit of information about how they can go about doing so. So go ahead and comment below and let us know you're here. I see you on YouTube. Carmen, thank you for tuning in. Welcome to Talking Up Tuesday. All right, so you can hear us and you can see us, I would imagine. This past weekend, we had a real good time. We had the Be Well Arizona retreat, the Big Dream retreat, with about 30 people who came in from all across the country to spend the weekend with us. It was Imani's first time taking front stage. Would you say it was your first like official time as in that position?
Definitely in this position. Like I've since I was a kid, I've been following behind, but this is the first like real live leadership and kind of people got that firsthand opportunity to see my mom announce the transition. So that was
Right.
the first in that role for sure.
Yeah, so for those of you who weren't there, we had the BO retreat in Arizona at the Biltmore Hotel, and Kermit had announced that Imani was going to be taking the reins and going into transitioning over the next year or so into the role to be able to take care of the next generation of women that we serve through the Be Well community. So that's going to be exciting to be part of this process. We invite you to be part of this process with us. BeWellMagazines.com. You can go to the website and learn a little bit more about some of the memberships. We'll be talking about some of the memberships today because they also include an opportunity for you to work with us to be able to develop course content. So this was a very like fulfilling weekend. It was nice to be able to hear so many different stories from the panelists, hear about people's journey in entrepreneurship and how they've gotten to where they are now. With the challenges they went through, the successes that they've had. So it was just a great opportunity to hear from so many people with like so much expertise and industry knowledge who have just reached a different point in their career where they're looking to see like how can I give back in what I do and how can I partner with Be Well to be able to do that. So one of the things we're going to be talking about today that's part of what people do when they reach that stage is the knowledge economy. When I say a knowledge economy, basically talking about all the different content, educational content that is becoming available. It's not just locked behind the doors of universities and schools now, but people are learning things on YouTube, different learning platforms. And if you're an entrepreneur, most likely you have some type of knowledge or expertise. Like most people have something that they know well that people ask them about. That people come to them for, and a lot of people don't know that whatever that piece of knowledge is, there's an opportunity for you to turn that into an income stream and to be able to reach more people and to help some people out. So Amani, I know that you are, or you actually have launched Natural E University, and you're kind of piloting that right now. Why don't we just start the conversation and just dive in and just talk a little bit about, why did you think about or decide, I should say, to start a course in 2023?
Yeah, I've been talking about this a lot lately, so great question. I think I've really been trying to figure out what's the next step for me in business. And I think we get stuck in how to scale our business. and we get stuck in the way we started. And so that's something that I've been very intentional about lately, um, about not repeating year after year doing the same thing, but really challenging myself to say, how can I elevate my business year after year? And I was just having this conversation earlier with my aunt, talking about how I started as a retail brand, but I didn't want to stay that way forever. I knew in the beginning that I didn't want it to be about retail,
Right.
so it's imperative that we find ways to learn and teach and learn and teach and continue that cycle throughout our journey as entrepreneurs. And the more you teach, the more you can step away from the day to day of your business. And that's how I view it. I viewed it as how can I create an opportunity for myself to leverage my network to increase my income without having to do more. And so people over the years have asked me over and over and over again for coaching support or just kind of guidance in their journey as an entrepreneur, whether it's a retail business or something else. And I'm like, I got to be able to package what I know, and having that offer. Like a lot of the times, the gap between financial stability as a business owner, like having it and not having financial stability, the gap is like being able to have an offer packaged in a quality way to offer your audience. Because a lot of times people come to the table with an audience, with a business, but they don't have a way to share their knowledge in a way that makes sense to their audience, and something that they will pay for. Because you can get a lot of
Right.
free information on YouTube. So it's like, what makes a course different than the information that's given for free on YouTube? And I think what makes that different is what you personally offer as an entrepreneur. Your experience is like nobody else's. And being able to say, this is what I've learned throughout my journey. These are the things that you can prevent going through that I went through. That's I think is nobody else can do it like you. So that was my thing. How can I scale my business and create opportunities for me to bring in more income without me having to physically print a shirt or physically like vend at an event? And that's where it started. And now I'm at a space where I wanted to start piloting it, because year after year I kept saying, oh, I can't do coaching, I haven't learned enough yet, I don't know how to put it together. And I eliminated all excuses this year. I definitely will say, since 2014, when you told me I could build my own website, you told me I could do a course, so I'm doing the course. uh, so I literally got on Bond to Build and started to just play around with the platform, build it out. And I realized how people value having a space to network, connect, learn, and grow. And my niche is really helping people build themselves as they're building up, but not even just their own brand or building as entrepreneurs, just like whatever it is that you want to do, finding time to work on you. That inner work is just so important. And while I'm on that journey, I'm like, why not take people along with me?
Nice, nice. You touched on a lot of very valuable things that I think people may not always take in consideration when you hear course. Like our idea of a course is like, oh, something that I have to watch or follow along through and, do work. You know, that's one element of it. But one of the parts that I think they get overlooked a lot is the community, especially when you're able to offer that opportunity for people to go on that journey together. So that's what I love about what you're doing with Naturally University is that people are able to kind of go through these experiences and build some connections with people who are going through that process together. And you just never know what those relationships might sprout into. And you don't know what you might pick up that another student who was enrolled in that program with you might share that might really just be life changing for you. So I think there's definitely some good value to that.
Yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
think people I was just gonna add, I think people talk a lot about like collective economics and how to like, make money together and collaborate. I think that's very important. But I think spaces of shared knowledge is just as important as like shared money. And which is what I think that's what will make my space different in Natural University. Something I'm working on right now with not just offering a course. I offer weekly workshops, monthly challenges. I mean, monthly workshops, monthly challenges, and a weekly coaching. in the space, and then one-on-one coaching if you opt in at the yearly rate. And it's not just me presenting these workshops, I'm bringing in experts to speak on different topics throughout the year. And I was thinking, like, how can I take advantage of all these opportunities that I have to connect with dope individuals and pass that, pay that forward. Like, I can call these people anytime, but the people in my space don't have access to the people in my network the way I do. So I'm like, how can I bring them in? And I'm literally giving you access completely to the people in my network who have areas of expertise that I know have benefited me over the years. So I,
Hmm.
I'm testing that out right now. I'm putting in all the pieces to bring that together, and I'm already booked up for the whole year as far as people who want to come
Nice.
do workshops. So I'm really looking forward to that extra element being added to the space and providing more value.
Yeah, I saw that strategy. I was like, oh, that's a good one, Imani. I'm gonna have to borrow that. Like, who has something that they want to teach on these topics? Like,
Mhm.
you had so many comments on there. People were just lining up to get on the calendar.
Yeah, I got to make a waiting list because it is my inbox has been blowing up, and I love it. It's just reminding me every time I go 10 steps backwards in my shell. Like, dang, I can't do this, I can't do that. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this. I'm reminded by my network of how much support I have. That I don't have to have all the answers. I don't have to know how to
Right,
teach all these topics. I can stay in my lane and bring in the people so that they can stay in their lane, and we can all provide a lot of value together. So that's what I'm on.
right. That's good. That's good. When I started doing the video podcasting school because I was getting a lot of clients who were coming to me trying to figure out like, I want to start a podcast, I want to start a YouTube channel. How do I do that? And for me, when you talked about when you start out a business, typically you are started out one way, and then as you grow, things kind of shift to something different.
Mhm.
And that's exactly what I experienced. Like when I started my business, it was out of the necessity just to be able to kind of cover my cost of living, be able to be a stay-at-home dad, raise my daughter, and all that good stuff. But as time went on and clients that I had stayed with me and new clients came on, it gets to the point that you can only divide yourself up so many ways. So, when I think about the fact that, okay, I'm hearing all these people coming to me about the same thing, what is going to be the best way for me to be able to put that knowledge and that information in a place so that when I get those questions or if people need assistance, I can say, hey, come here. It's not just you. There's other people going through this. Come get the lessons, get the education, get the information at your own time, and be able to take that information in. The difference between someone who is going on YouTube and having to find all these bits of information and being part of like a cohort type course or community is that on YouTube, you need to be able to be a good note taker or be good at creating your playlist. Like you got information coming from all these different places, and it's not always organized, that you can follow along with it. But when it's inside of a course or a community, you always have access to stuff that's going to be organized for you, organized by topic, and it cuts down on the time that you might spend searching and trying to find information and trying to find answers. I think the other thing too that I've learned from creating course content is that when it comes to transitioning. So we talked about be well transitioning from your mom to you. I think about like, okay, I can also take how I built my business and my experiences building that business and turn that into a course product. Because maybe there's some other people out there who had never thought about, starting a marketing agency and taking my experience and being able to offer that as something that someone else can follow and use. So there's a lot of benefits to it. And, being at a point where I've worked with so many different people who are at the top of their game when it comes to, how they've gotten there and the knowledge that they have, many of them I'm finding are just like, I'm kind of not doing tired of doing the work in a way and really just want to play more of a leadership role. And having a course and having a coaching program like that gives people an opportunity to be able to take that knowledge and apply it in a different way that's still valuable. So for those of you who are listening out there, those of you who have businesses, who are entrepreneurs, who feel like you might be in that place and can resonate with like, I need a way to scale, or I need a way to be able to take my knowledge and package it in a way so it can serve many people at once rather than just one person at a time. Like I strongly encourage you to think about the benefits of creating some course content. Yeah. One of the things that we're doing, we talked earlier about memberships, and Be Well Magazine has a membership level that's called the Platinum membership. If you go to bewellmagazines.com, you'll be able to go to the memberships page and you'll see that. So one of the things we've included in that is that for people who have mastered their craft and they're really ready to take their business to another level and offer course content, create ebook funnels so that they can build up their email list. Imani and I are taking our experiences of building our courses and we're sharing that with everybody who has a platinum membership. So if anything that we said resonates with you and you're to that point, you're trying to figure out like, I want to do this, but I don't know where to start. We're giving you the training wheels, we're giving you the templates, we're offering you the support. So it's not like you have to do it on your own. We're making ourselves available with coaching sessions on Zoom, doing private one-on-one initial consultation just to kind of figure out what your goals are. But we've decided to come together through that platinum membership from Be Well and offer that as a service. So I encourage you to take a look at that and really think about like the potential of what that can do for you. It's a way to be able to kind of productize your knowledge and offer a service as a product without having to burn yourself out and try to show up for everyone at the same time. Let's take a look at here real quick, see if we had any comments. Let me know if y'all who has a course that they thinking about. Like, put in the comments, what are you thinking about, and what do you want to start? What's something that you want to teach? Anybody out there thinking about some courses? Shamani, thank you for tuning in. Welcome to Talk It Up Tuesday. Good to see you. Let us know out in the comments in the chat, like if you've been thinking about a course, something that you want to teach. Like, what would you teach? What was that comment you added? How did you frame it when you asked people on your Facebook post?
The one that I just made that got a lot of response about people.
Yeah.
So I was asking who wanted to, or I had a list of topics, and I'm looking for people to co-lead and facilitate these topics with me in my online space. And so that's a language I use, but it's so crazy, not just in entrepreneurship and life in general, the full circle moments that happen and how you have to be attentive in the moment to realize that a full circle moment is happening. Because I had a vision of doing something like this years ago. I was leading workshops in Milwaukee. We did a monthly conference, my friend and I, we were coworkers, and we've been doing it for years. But then I moved here and we kind of had to stop. She still does it in Milwaukee, but I kind of lost that vision and I wasn't able to do it, and I was devastated because I'm like, dang, like this is something I put a lot of work into, and I had so much excitement for leading these conferences every month. We had a new topic every month, and then we had got to like year 3 or 4, and it was just like clockwork. We were leading entire conferences on a monthly basis to support the youth in Milwaukee, and I'm like, dang, how can I bring that excitement back into and do it because I'm so passionate about it? Like, how do I bring that back in my own way? You know what I'm saying? I couldn't figure it out, so I kind of just let it go. And then the idea to make that post came up, and I'm like, wow, I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm offering monthly workshops. It's just virtual now. And it's not just to young people. I got young adults and people much older than me who've shown interest in being a part of not only the space but leading a workshop. So
Right.
that full circle moment to just kind of let it go and be okay with the fact that that's no longer a thing in my life anymore, and knowing and trusting God in the process that is going to show back up in a time that's right and a time that makes sense instead of forcing it. Because at first I was like gonna try to negotiate a contract so I can still do it virtually, but I was like, when your time is up somewhere, your time is up, and you have no idea what's on the other side of your time being up. So I'm
Right.
like super, super excited to be able to be doing it again on a much different scale with a whole different audience. And so I said all that to say too, in terms of that's how I worded it on Facebook. But
Mhm.
for people who are doing courses, I really, really, especially, I encourage everybody to do their course on Bond to Build because it's just such an amazing space. I really encourage you to think about what's unique about your space that you're providing for people, because
Mhm.
anybody can create a ebook and put it online and share their knowledge. Anybody can create a course and put it online and share their knowledge. But people want access to you, and so
Right.
that's definitely a unique element. A lot of the times people are just providing video content or written content at this point. So being able to say, I'm giving you access to me, my time, Like you got to really start to look at your time as something that's extremely valuable and package it
Right.
in a way that people will see the value in having your time as they go through your course. So
Yeah, that's true. I think for those of you, like I know a lot of you, like us, are solopreneurs, and you might be a one person business. Like a course is a great way for you to be able to duplicate yourself, um, without necessarily having to take on staffing. If you can package your information up in a way that can be delivered in a convenience, for people to be able to use it when they need to, get us some limited access to you. Like I've been doing, like a group session, so I'll make myself available for a certain time period for people who are in that course, and they can come in during that time, get whatever information or question they need asked, and just kind of get what they need and move on. You don't have to stay there for the whole time. That's part of what I've been doing to be able to be available to more people who might not necessarily be able to afford one-on-one consultation and coaching, and just really need to get past something that they're working on in the course and get some assistance with. So, I definitely recommend, the model, of doing something in a group. So if you're by yourself and you're struggling with kind of keep up with how to serve all your clients, think about how you might be able to structure your information into a course type format. One of the things that Imani talked about was Bond to Build. So Bond to Build is a platform that I have, that I use to create, bring all the people together that I like to work with. Imani talked about people who have benefited, her and her growth over the years. This is the same thing for me. Bond to Build is a place that I have all of my relationships with my clients. Other coaches and hosts who are on there, like Imani brings her community there, and we're all in this one place together, getting different experiences and getting different things that we need. So one of the things about launching your course as a platinum member through Be Well is that you don't have to think about, how do I set up this platform technically, and how do I structure my course? How am I going to collect payments? Like we're going to take care of that for you and just kind of give you a home to be able to start that initial process. Once you get your training wheels on and you get familiar with it, you can always take that content and put it in multiple places. It doesn't have to live there forever. But if you're at the beginning of this process of offering a course type product, this is going to be one of the easiest ways for you to get started because you have us there to talk to. You can learn from us. You can get that technical support from our team. It's just a smart way for you to be able to start if you're not familiar with this and you're worried about the technical side of launching a course. Carmen says, yes, team bond to build. Yeah, we have some great people coming onto the platform. And, once their courses get launched and developed, we'll definitely be sharing them here on the show. Cool, cool. Any questions out there before we close out? It's a 30-minute show. We're talking about courses, creating courses, generating income from courses as a revenue stream for your business. Let us know, if this is something that's on your heart and your mind to do. What's stopping you? What's been holding you back? What questions do you have? Because we can probably answer them right here for you. Let us know. All right. Let me just take a look at the comments real quick. I see you got your candle burning too. I just went to, Marshalls and bought some more. That's my spot to get candles because you can get those big ones that normally cost like $20, $30 everywhere else for
yeah.
like $10. I love that. I'll be stacking up on the candles here.
Yeah, Yankee Candle had huge sales during the holiday season, and so I got
Mm,
one for my mom and myself, and then I got one for my aunt today. And I had this one for a while though. I just been waiting to burn it till my other one died out. But the woodwick candles are like, man, they're so
mm.
soothing. It's not like you sit in front of a fireplace. So I just set it on my desk and sometimes just chill, read, journal. I really, really love it. I'm obsessed with candles. So when I discovered
Mm,
woodwicks, I'm like, man, I gotta have every scent.
nice. Is that the one that makes a crackling noise like it's like a fireplace?
Yep, yep.
Okay, I gotta remember that. I gotta remember that.
Yankee
So
Candle, they're on sale right now for 50% off.
nice, nice. All right, Carissa says, I would love to do business credit. That would be a good one because I know personally I spent a lot of time on YouTube looking that up. And it's like you get so much information from so many different places and you jot stuff down. Like I said earlier, like it's just kind of hard to sift through all of that. And it's nice to be able to have access to somebody where you can have some questions. So that is awesome. Chris is a new member, with Be Well. She's a platinum member. So now you got what you need to be able to get that built. That'll be awesome to have somebody who specializes in business credit. Let's see here. Carmen says, I'm so excited to be launching my first course. That's going to be so awesome. And I know Shamani mentioned earlier learning how to leverage your network, and that's what Carmen's going to be teaching. So a lot of us have relationships with good people, and we've built relationships over the years, but we just don't know how to, you know, leverage the relationships that we have so that, as they say, how does that saying go about the boat floating together? But Carmen has mastered that, being the master connector, about being able to build mutually beneficial relationships with people, and she's going to be sharing her expertise and her knowledge around that to help people grow. Let's just see here. Somebody says, Darnell McLean, what is the website for Bond to Build? You can go actually to bondtobuild.com. And when you get to bondtobuild.com, it's just how you typed it all together as one word. There's two ways that you can join. So if you're at that point where you're ready to grow your business, market your business, get some assistance with a course, and get our support with that, there's an option on there that says to become a Be Well Platinum member. That'll be one way to do it. If you just want to get inside of the community, be able to connect with people, get a feel for it, just go to bondtobuild.com. There's a free membership option that you can sign up, and that'll get you into the community. So there's no cost to be part of Bond to Build. There's courses inside of there that are a premium that you have to pay for access to. But unlike a lot of other social media platforms, what's different about this is that everybody comes to this platform. We're all there for personal development, growth, to be able to share knowledge, life experiences, and expertise to be able to help each other grow. So it's free to get on. If you're someone who would like to be able to change your network and your surrounding and get around some people who want to see you grow and will help you do so, I highly recommend taking advantage of that free membership. Krista says she's making candles over the weekend, but do you got the wood wick? Tell us about them wood wicks. Shoot, let us know how to place an order. Yeah, I love candles. I'm always burning them. I don't even know what to do with all these empty. I keep saying I'm gonna melt down the little remaining wax and put them all together and put a new wick in there, but I need to be honest with myself. I'm probably not gonna do that. So cool. Let's see.
Love it.
Carmen said we're candle freaks. Yep. Carmen says customers. Yes. Let us know how to get them orders in. Let us know because I'm buying them. All right, we got 3 minutes left. If you have any questions, you're watching the replay, go ahead and comment down below. We are always checking the comments on YouTube and Facebook where we're streaming, so we'd be more than happy to answer those for you. I'll also put in the description a link to the Platinum membership for Be Well, and then I'll put a link to Bond to Build if you want to do the free membership. The Platinum membership does include access to Bond to Build as well, so it just depends on if you're ready to make that jump. And Carmen said wood, wicks, and soy. There you go. That's what we're looking for. Oh, coconut wax. Okay, I ain't gonna turn this into a candle show. We'll do that another time. We'll do that another time. So thank you all for tuning in. We really, really appreciate having your company here. Again, let us know if you have any questions. Anything in closing that you want to share or announce at all, Imani?
No, that's everything. I would encourage you all to join Mike and I for the work with me sessions if you ever are having some downtime or you need to get some work done. I'm telling you, they've been a game changer for me. And it's also convenient that they're sporadically placed throughout the week. If you just may not even realize that you need to get some work done, when they pop up on my calendar, I'm like, perfect. I got some accountability and I can jump in there and get some work done. So I encourage folks to join that nice calm work time if you get a chance.
Awesome. Thank you for reminding. Yeah, we'll have some work with me sessions. These are basically study hall for entrepreneurs. We do 3 hour work blocks, and everybody's on there kind of focused. We got some music playing in the background. And it's something about it just works because everybody who attends is like, when is the next one? When is the next one? So, get your free membership to Bond to Build, and you'll be able to join work with me sessions when you do so, and you'll get that notification about the next one. All right, all. Thank you for tuning in to the show. We'll see you next week on Talk It Up Tuesday, sponsored by Be Well Magazine. And we hope you have a good night and a good weekend. Take care.
Good night, everybody.